So guys, I suppose everybody, also every viewer needs to get a bit of an update, as it were, as to what ended up happening. It's been a couple weeks since the last time we played, and specifically, should I start from the beginning for anybody who's new? I will say this. I'll try to do it this way. I will say that there has been some incredible sort of elemental things happening in and about the world, and these particular player characters have noticed something has been amiss, something has been wrong, and there's been several happenings. There's been undead that they fought and won against. There has been some intrigue in their own hometown, which has been brought to, well, as much justice as you might be able to say could happen, at least in the short term. And currently, they are out and about trying to find some dangerous orcs to put down, as it were, because, well, they're dangerous, right?
Everybody be very, very quiet. We're hunting orcs.
Oh, no.
Basically.
Images. Quill with the little gun.
I'm gonna give people some vision here on the table. If you remember correctly, yeah, that one building is still on fire. You guys are seeing this, right? You seeing the fire?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would have assumed that the building would have be down to smoldering ash at this point.
This is true.
Yeah, we did go and find the orcs that were with the cart after this.
Right. Let's go ahead and get over to this here. I'm gonna go background, and I'm gonna bring the flame down to a minimum smolderiness, as you mentioned.
Because we had come back here after rescuing.
Yeah.
I guess it was the wife from
The wife.
this homestead.
Right.
I hear a bell. Oops, I
Now,
didn't mean
we
to
still
move
have an orc that was all tied up. I think we were resting here because we'd been pretty beaten up by the last fight, and the orc needed a couple hours to regain consciousness.
Okay. Okay, that's very good. I'm just zooming out so I can see what's happening here. There we go. And did I move the whole world again? I did. All I'm trying to do is move the map. There we go. We've already got a donation for the day. Hendrick NL with a $5 donation. Thank you very much for that generosity, sir. And did I just lose two people? Oh, there's one.
No, you just lost me for the first time this morning.
No, I see you now. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I just come back. It just died. The whole thing died. I had to open it all up again.
Okay, and
but at least it came back without a reboot this time. Bad technical problems this morning, folks.
Apparently.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and I can see Demonac fine. I'm just looking at the... Oh, no, there he goes.
Is he gone? Is he gone on YouTube? Okay. Well, I mean... Oh, I can hear him.
I think I'm still here. Every
camera.
While everyone goes robotic to me.
Your camera went.
Yeah. Your camera go bye-bye.
Your cameras are gone except for Brian. I don't know.
Weird, eh? There's new internet.
Very weird.
Apparently it's got, needs some patching.
The internet washed its hair and you can't do a thing with it this morning.
Desart, hello and welcome, I see you.
Hello, folks. Hendrick, hello.
We're gonna have a couple of seconds here while we get Demonet back in. Things I can talk about while he is not here currently is stuff that he already knows about, which is you guys do have indeed a live, a bit unconscious at the moment, but a live orc that you caught.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And,
we have to question this person thing.
I mean, he's still going to be out for quite some time. I believe it was it 1d4 hours, and I think it was like 3 or 4 hours. I think I rolled max, which is like 4 hours, yeah. So whether unless you guys want to give them some sort of health potion or healing, or it's gonna take a while.
Do you have any smelling salts in your healing kit?
I can heal. You have smelling salts, Demonac?
I just noting that back. I don't know what's going on.
Yubik with $1.30. Thank you very much.
I have healing things. I mean, we can make him well.
Well, if you want to waste your healing stuff on an orc,
I don't like the idea. I mean, should we just let him die?
No. We have to question him first.
Fine. Or we could just kill him mid-track.
Oh, okay. I take out my dagger and I stab the orc.
What? What's going on? Sorry, repeat.
I don't know.
She said she can just track instead, so I kill the orc.
Oh, well, that's
real?
actually...
Yeah, absolutely. Tao just says, "Oh, okay," and it's like this is nothing. This is less than putting down an animal to be butchered or anything like that.
Yeah.
She sees orcs as being nothing at all. At worst, or at best, sort of like natural force in the world, like force of nature. It's like ignores it like you would ignore a breeze.
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Fine
makes
with me.
sense. It's totally in character. I know because both to my knowledge, both Tao and Lisan, they
Have issues.
Yeah, you literally just hate orcs.
No. You can't hate something that isn't. Again, it would be like hating the wind. Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You just
you're beyond it. You're they're not even a thing.
That's the way Tao deals with it. Is she's become so detached from it. Otherwise, things would be worse.
Right. Also, I want to point out. I hear a bumping. Is it from? I believe.
It's Ava every time Bella bumps to the table or something.
It's that far away. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? It might be from down there. Okay, don't bump.
Definitely happening.
Don't bump. It's usually against the lamp, but I made sure this morning there was a big gap. So something else. I don't know what it is. Don't touch me.
Okay. Anonymous, $3. Thank you very much. So what do you guys want to do from here? I mean, apparently the orc is now dead. You spent some amount of effort to keep him alive, and now he's
when Tao goes to stab him, Eric just kind of like reaches out helplessly for like I said, like he just wasn't expecting that, but
right.
Women.
It's like you never know, right? It's gonna, when Tao's around, what's gonna happen? So nobody makes any effort to stop her, so that the orc is now dead.
Okay.
So
like we
now,
could.
You do have
not quick enough. Wasn't expecting it.
Right. You do have what's her name? I didn't actually work out. That was loud. Chemical Crash, $50. Hello and welcome. Thank you for that.
Wow.
I haven't.
Wow.
Or heard any.
Sorry, headphone users.
Yeah, that always hurts. So 4.
There it is. Now I hear. Okay.
Your, conversation. You still have the lady that you saved. Now.
Yes.
She's
and we healed her husband.
Yep, and he could be alive right now. He could be awake right now. And being as coherent as he is, you guys can question him if you want, or if you think that's not nice, then you can just, bring him along with you, try to get him back to safety instead of, grilling him, interrogating him, or whatever. But whatever you guys want to do right now.
Okay, so they're back home. We saved the farm. We didn't save the barn. It looks like that was the barn that went down. But we saved their home and the other buildings.
Yeah.
We healed him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're definitely going to ask him what he knows about what's been going on out here in the countryside. Absolutely.
Okay.
Everything.
Brunch. Thank you for that. Although
while you guys are quizzing him, and I don't want to interrupt with that, I'm going to be grabbing the orc's probably got an axe or something that he uses, right?
Okay.
Some sort of weapon.
He had something, yeah.
Yeah, no, he had an axe. He had just a standard axe.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm just gonna go just sit off by a wall and I'm just gonna sort of hold it and I'm just focusing and concentrating on the axe while you guys are questioning the man and the woman.
Okay.
I'm curious about that. All right. So while Tao is doing something weird in the corner, there's a conversation going on. So how do you want to proceed? I will answer any question that I
can. Okay. Is this the first you've heard of orcs? When you were attacked today, was this a surprise? Did you know there were orcs in the area? What can you tell us? What happened?
And this is directed towards the woman or the man?
Well, I don't know. Either one.
Both there, right?
Okay. Yeah, both there.
They can share the questions.
I will say that
if they're married, they both have joint ownership.
The question is an AOE.
There you go.
Very good. Very good.
Totally tossed out the AOE question. Yeah.
So I would say that the guy starts to answer first. About the orcs have always been a plague to the lower to the south. Everybody knew about that, and now I got echo. What is that?
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
Lots of technical difficulties this morning. So
there's no way to tell where the sound is coming from.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's gone now.
It's gone. Okay. That was weird. All right, so yeah, no, the orcs have always been a problem to the southernmost area, and it's only recently that they've had issues up this far. They've never had issues with orcs up this far, and in fact, he says that when he heard about some problems, some raiding happening further south, he sort of just overall ignored it because he was thinking, well, south, obviously, well, that happens, right? Whatever. But he didn't realize that it was actually coming this far north, and then when it did hit, he was actually surprised. And it's at this particular moment where his wife turns to him, and with this ridicule, bit of a look in her eye, and telling him about, specifically, I told you they were coming. I knew they were coming. You denied it, and here we are in this mess, and you could have died. And she's actually angry. So yeah, and then there's like some sort of like weird silence between the two.
I don't want to say I told you so, but
Yeah.
But I just told you so.
Did orcs say anything when they were, burning buildings and stupid things like that? Were they saying any words in common?
No, actually, this guy unfortunately does not speak orc either. But no, he thoughtful. He looks, that was loud. Lord of Time with $51. Thank you very much. But he looks thoughtful for a second, like he's almost like he's trying. He's trying to remember, is there anything in specific that there could have been? And he doesn't have anything. There was a lot of, sort of chuckling, though. There's a chuckling going on, almost like they were telling each other jokes or something, is best he can say.
Okay. But this is the first time you've seen an orc. They just stormed your farm today, this morning, whatever. Morning, afternoon, whatever it is. And
yeah, this is the first time. He says this is the first time he's ever seen an orc. And as far as he's concerned, he would like to never see an orc that close again.
and neighboring farms, friends, relatives you have in the area, when you're at marketplace, what have you been hearing? What's happened to other people? Do you know any other farm that's gone down like this in this area?
Well, a lot of the people have in and around the other farms nearest to him. They have sort of left their farms. And then when he says that, he sort of bows his head again and looks a little bit ashamed as, again, he gets another glare. They have left their farms and they went to join the Delman Ranch, because the Delman Ranch is the only place other than Belliard in the area that has walls, something to protect them. And the Delman is very, very Mr. Delman himself is very, very he's nobility, first of all. And he's very charismatic, and apparently he's been able to get people to come to his ranch and to help defend. There's like trying to do a sort of a like a
militia.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just, sorry guys, and it's been a couple weeks, and so we were in Belliard, and then we saw the fire, and it was just a farm outside of town. So we went out, tracked 2 orcs there, saw the others leaving. We took care of, and we're on the farm. So we're just a little bit, east of Belliard at this point?
Yes, currently you're east of Belliard. Sort of more east than north, but kind of like a little bit both. Yeah.
That's okay. Alrighty. Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure I knew where we were.
Okay.
Good. Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, from the body language, you can pretty much gather that it's been a bit of a conversation between the two.
Yeah.
About how they probably should have just left and joined everybody else, but
the wife wanted to go to safety, and the husband figured, nah, it'll never happen here.
Yeah, exactly. Like what could possibly happen?
Could possibly go wrong.
Exactly that.
Oops.
So, Lisan, you expert on the orcs and stuff, right? You think they avoid the one place that defended, or you think they take advantage and just burn everything else?
Listen, make a knowledge roll.
They're gonna burn everything else.
Yeah, but are they going to burn everything else and avoid the places defended, or are they going to gather together and try and take down the places defended?
So a knowledge of what roll?
I'm trying to think of the actual best.
Orcs are my people, my hated people.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Yeah, no, because they are your favored enemy, right? You know
Yep.
all you know all there is to know about orcs. Never mind, don't make the roll. It's fine. You know immediately that in terms of a militia or you know any stronghold, if you will, in an area, is a show of power. Orcs like to
No, they'll take it as a challenge.
they take it as a challenge.
Yeah.
So there is a show of power happening, according to them, and they're probably, as far as you would know, if they go their standard course, they would definitely hit
That's going to be a target. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I guess the other thing we have to figure out is, are they more likely to target there or Belliard itself?
No,
Like,
yeah.
how big is Belliard relative to this ranch?
The Belliard is slightly no, it's definitely bigger. At least Belliard has more people in it.
Yeah.
The thing is currently Belliard is further away. And orcs, although they are quite brash, they're not stupid. Going against Belliard sort of first seems kind of dumb when you can get sort of like pincered in the middle, right? I mean, they're smart. They're not going to do that. That's what Lasan thinks.
Put another way, they're lazy. They're not going to walk all the way to Belliard for a fight when there are a bunch of farmers over here.
There's that too. Yeah, why would they skip it? Yeah.
So we're closer to the Delman Ranch than we are to Belliard at this point.
Yeah, Delman Ranch is not very far from where you are right now.
Where's the Anderil farm compared to where we are? Is that where we are?
Yeah, you're at the Anderil farm right now. That's the buildings that you saved, except for the one to the farthest north there. They're all around.
That's cool.
Out the storm, thank you.
Okay.
But
so and the guys that were leaving with the wife, the wagons that we followed, we took that team out. They were heading north. Up to the pass. So
yeah, like more north and east. Right now, as far as the directions that you can get from the gentleman that you saved, the Delman Ranch is north, but a little bit further west.
It's northeast of this farm.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit north.
I'm looking at the map.
yeah, mostly north. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we should probably head there if you think that farmers congregate, and it's closer to on way to Belliard, right? Because we could probably just avoid it, but we should take these guys, just head down there, see how things going at Delman Ranch, and then if it's okay, maybe we can take them on to Belliard. Who knows?
Yeah, and you're not getting any argument from the wife of the man there. I should have names for these guys, but I don't. You're not getting any argument for her because you can basically see as you say that if she was like nodding, like this was like her idea from the beginning, was to go and be a part of the larger group of people, more safety in numbers, that sort of thing at the Delman Ranch.
Yeah.
We can escort them there. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Anything else you want to do around in this area?
You just have to burn the rest of the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I just have one question.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure okay, so we're at a farm and the Delman Ranch is off to the northeast. The orcs we were following, were they heading toward the Delman Ranch? Were they heading more north than that? I thought they were heading north. I may even have that wrong. Were they going toward the Delman Ranch or in some other direction?
They were going in the direction of where you guys caught them. They were sort of going in the direction of the Delman Ranch, yeah, but they were probably heading someplace else, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So after you guys, this conversation's been going on. It takes me 10 minutes, but at some point, my eyes just sort of like roll back in my head, and I start like blinking really, really fast.
Good job.
And what I've done is, I can read psychic imprints left on objects now, because we are now level 3.
We've leveled. We have these.
We're level 3. So if I hold and concentrate on an object for 10 minutes, I can learn some basic facts about the object. I gain a mental image from the object's point of view, showing the last creature to hold the object, regardless of how long ago it was last handled. In addition, I also learn of any events that have occurred within 20 feet of the object within the last 24 hours. Events unfold from the object's perspective. I can see and hear, but I can't use any of their senses. Now, I don't actually speak Orcish, but what I'm getting is like I don't know, fast forward or maybe like fast rewind version of everything that's happened around this object, including, like, you know, fast traveling endpoints. So I can see everywhere this orc has been in the last 24 hours. In particular, I'm interested to see if there has been any sort of orcish camps or anything that this orc has visited in the last 24 hours and where that might be.
You know,
so I can just backtrack that route.
If you can repeat any of the things that you hear, any of the words you hear.
Oh, that's hard. Have you ever asked someone to try to repeat something they heard in a foreign language?
Have you ever heard me try to speak French?
Exactly.
You can't even hear the word breaks generally if you don't understand.
Yeah. You don't know what's a word and what's anything.
Specific words maybe being shouted out, but repeating whole sentences or anything would be extremely difficult. Yeah. If there are any standout words I can repeat, then that might work.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because Lasan, it does speak Orc, but it's not going to work out for you there. You know, as a DM and that ability, that's not annoying at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, I emailed you to let you know this was coming.
I know.
You were warned.
All right. Okay, so what do you see? Well, you hear a lot, but obviously you're not quite picking up on that. But right, so
and people in my chat have said, "Yeah, I'm a three-eyed raven now."
That's very
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's very apropos in this regard. You been what do they call him? Warg? Call him Warg.
Somebody said Quill just became overpowered. Just became? Just now?
Just now, you mean? Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot going on, and what you see is a lot. There's a lot of travel time as well. You see the fields that you see around you now. Really, just a lot of that, to which you depict as being the orcs coming to here, Andorra Farm. But prior to that, yes, there is indeed an encampment, and there are many orc and lots of supplies, lots of humans also in the camp, and in different stages of dress. Also, some locked up, some beaten, some serving
prisoners. Okay.
Yeah, some serving other orc. Like there was one that was sort of like an older lady. She was carrying on her shoulders like a big couple of buckets of just like standard water buckets, but they seem to be full of some sort of food. And yeah, the state of the humans in this camp, as you're quite aware, is not very good. However, you also catch glimpse before. It seems like just before this orc that had this axe that you're looking at, before they set out, there was a massive pile of meat. And by that, I mean possibly the largest orc you would ever heard of, like seen. You've never seen all the other orcs.
Like, what, do they have a pet dragon or something?
No. Out of all the other orcs, this thing is at least double in size. Like, he's just massive.
Oh, great.
Is there like a name that floats above his head?
What's that?
Like, is he actually 10 feet tall, or is he just like mostly bulk?
He's just mostly bulk. I mean, he is taller than the other orcs, but he is
just two orcs on one skeleton.
Basically, he is just very massive. Also, you notice quite quickly that he only has one eye. So that's something.
Of course.
And
he's one eye away from being superpowered.
There's
with no eyes, those are the most dangerous ones, right?
Yeah, I don't know how that works out, to be honest. It's like, light travels faster than sound, so how are you faster if you never mind. Anyway,
they don't focus on range attacks.
Right, that's true. Right, so anyway, it almost seems like this big brute of an orc is almost giving a blessing to the orc that you took the axe from before they set off. And then it's just like a quick rewind back to where you are currently. And that said, though, you get a good vision. You get a good idea where this encampment is. You can, it's not hard. These are plains. You can pretty much figure out where they are.
Okay. But how many were there again? Like 50.
Being in amongst like, because you're looking through the eyes of this orc.
I'm not saying he gets a perfect head count.
Yeah, but there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot.
Are there like 10,
4 dozen, 6 dozen, some kind of estimate like that?
Have they taken over a farm? You've been saying that they've been like staying in farms. Have they taken over a farm? Is this just sleeping out in the open? Do they have half a dozen tents kicked up? More?
Yeah, no. Currently, where this encampment is, there are some remaining. Looks like human buildings.
Okay.
There's some remaining
might
around.
have been a farm before.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should still help this couple get to that more. That the farm we're going to, that's the one that's more defended, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has walls.
Entrenched. Yeah. So bringing them there seems like a good first idea. Yep. And then we can also check what the situation is there, and if there's anyone around. I mean, at some point, we can't let those orcs, have all those human prisoners. That's not right. I don't know how we go after the main body of this orcish horde. I don't know what we do about that, but we're gonna have to do something. But I think first step is escort these people to the other farm.
Well, if they have walls, if we were defending walls with a bunch of other people against numbers, like if there are enough people to man the walls, then that could reduce the numbers a lot, and then we could think about assaulting the camp.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to attack there, or if we can bait them to attack there, like, you lose sort of the element, you lose the initiative, but you gain a much more defensive location. And if they're trying to organize themselves into a militia, I mean, I still wouldn't want, an individual to go toe-to-toe with an orc, but if you've got people with bows, if you've got people doing stuff like that, like you can do a remarkable amount of things. You get people organized into a pike formation, with just some spears, which are pretty. I mean, you get some wooden poles and sharp at the end. There you go.
Pretty much done.
Sort of hedge thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's some amount of evidence to, at least to the couple here. There's some amount of evidence that it would have been a much wiser idea to be at Delman Ranch.
All right. Yeah, Delman Ranch. Okay. That's where we're going.
Okay. All right.
So during the end of that 10 minutes that we had them gathering up whatever stuff they needed to take with them.
Yep.
Whatever small amount of stuff they want to bring as we're taking them to shelter.
Yeah. Personal items.
Did they have, we carried 2 carts back. Did they have a pony or a oxen or something? Are they loading up a wagon that we're escorting?
Yeah, no. In the carts, there's a few different types of foodstuffs, some grain, that sort of thing as well. Some dried meats, some barrels that have basically more dried meat. Standard resources really. There are some tools as well in there. Some bits of clothing, almost just like just cloth, in various states of disrepair, and not much else besides that. Also, that's something else. The guy does mention that the orcs were trying to grab the horses, but the horses escaped the orcs at this particular point.
Well, the horses would have come back home, so that part's cool. And that's what I said. Are we taking one of their carts? Are they going to put their clothing belongings in it? Are we grabbing a horse and hitching up a cart to take them? Or we're just all walking up the road?
If we don't have a horse, I don't think we're bringing a cart.
Yeah.
Well, we don't, but he just said they did. Like, we're escorting them.
If their horses have come back, then yes, we can.
Horses always come back.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, but have they come back yet?
They're not back yet.
There's still the smell. There's the fire. There's the smell of orcs around. They might want to come back, but they, that's kind of scary.
Eventually they would come back, but they're not back yet. I mean, you have to realize it's only been, since you guys got here, not even like 40 minutes, right? I mean.
Okay.
So, no, the horses haven't come back yet.
Again, with fire and smoke and orcs and stuff.
Actually, horses, the surprising thing is, running from the fire, what most horses will actually do is try to run back into a burning barn because that's where they're safe. But but that's okay. We'll go on. Okay, so we're walking them. So gather up your stuff, guys, and then let's walk up the road.
Okay. All right, so okay, so we're just going to sort of like skip some time, I suppose. And Govanen has nothing really to add to all of this, except for he's wearing a bit of a disgust on his face because well, he doesn't like orcs either. So
I forgot we have my brother.
yeah, Govanen is still here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this group. And hello and thank you very much for following. That was grand. We got a new follower, everybody. Few actually today. So jump over here. And in between here and the Delman Ranch, you know what? I should probably roll for it. I just need that.
Uh-oh.
And
Rolling his head.
oh, you know what? It is gonna happen.
Of course.
So this is 4. Right. Okay. So, we're going to. I'm gonna reuse, I suppose, the last map because you're pretty much taking the same path. So we're gonna go back here, and we're just gonna drag you over, I think. So you're pretty much just going back the way that you had followed and attacked the band of orcs. So you're going back that way, and here you are at this location again. And you guys can move yourself around however you want. I will need some stealth checks.
I see you next time. Live your life happy, build it beautiful, drop over into Twitch chat and say hello. Bye-bye.